Hey, it's Django from wildmantraining.com. It's Thanksgiving. Went out to the field, took my 9-year-old grandson with me. I went and did some sled drags back and forth, and I had 25-pound plates that came with the sleds. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace, paid almost nothing for them. And it's a good exercise for your legs. Obviously, anybody's ever done them knows, so I'm not going to explain it. And I took the 25-pound plates off, and they're the big plates. They're, I don't know, maybe rubberized type ones, so they're a little bigger. I was using them and I was just throwing, boom, walking down, switching direction, swinging. About 100 yards, I pulled the sled back, do the same thing. Then I threw around the football. He was running some pass patterns, getting him to be able to catch the football a little bit better. We had a good time. What I want to talk really about is, I get these videos sent to me because I watch a lot of YouTube. You can learn a ton of shit on YouTube. And like I told you before, that the analytics I've noticed that are young men, up to the age of like 34, about the age of my own kids, which is pretty cool. I don't talk about being a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I work for a living. I've been working for a living. That's just the way it was for me. We grew up, we weren't taught. I wasn't ever told to go to college. Nobody ever told us about owning your own business. So, you have a kid at a young age like me, I had to get work. Been working ever since. My whole goal, my purpose was to take care of my family, to give them the best possible accommodations that my family could have. So, yes, I worked. I'm a blue-collar worker, and I have been, and I've been proud of it for a long, long time. Money is a motivation to me, but not being rich, which may hurt me down the road somewheres. So many people push the theory of rich, and everybody should be an entrepreneur, and everybody should do this and do that. Hey, man, if that's your thing, you ain't got a family, and you can do it, hey, go for it. But you know what? We got a country out there where men are not fucking going into the trades. These trades are always going to be usable, valuable. People aren't going to be able to do them. Can't get people to do them. Welders coming out of school can't weld. They work with they try to get in with other welders as like an apprentice. But these kids come out, they want top dollar and they can't weld. Same with plumbers and all these other trades out there that people need. Like a truck driver. Oh, not who wants to drive over the road truck? Well, I mean, if you're a single guy, you get to see you can see the country, okay? And let's just say it costs you $10,000 to get your CDL Class A, okay? Well, guess what? You're going to make fucking way more back. Go to college, cost you $100,000. They're willing to pay you fucking minimum wage at Starbucks. Just saying. There's other options out there. But anyhow, let me get back to what I really wanted to talk about, which was the single men out there still pushing the agenda, whether the single men are in their late 40s or they're young. I've tried to tell you this before. In the blue-collar world, alpha male and beta male did not exist, okay? People didn't talk that way. It was you knew where you came and rated with men, okay? I've seen that these young guys are pushing against women, okay? And if you listen to them, every single one of them has been hurt by a woman. It's because they're weak men, okay? Weak males, okay? We've all had relationship problems. Everybody's had a broken up relationship. Everybody. Well, maybe not the men today who can't get dates. I can't figure. I've read a study that 50% of men haven't asked a woman out in over a year. Like, what the fuck? One time I was driving up and down. I was delivering around these colleges, and I noticed these sororities. 2 houses side by side. Matter of fact, it was in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. There was a fucking porch full of dudes, and right next door was a porch full of women. Dudes over here by themselves, women up. It's like, I know when I was fucking younger, I'd have been over in that fucking porch with the women. And so would everybody. They would have been intermingling. For some reason, they stayed away from one another. Okay? This is what they're pushing. These guys that are out there telling you to stay away from women is because they've been hurt. Because they never were masculine. They were always weak men. See, when you leave and you get broke and a woman breaks your heart and then you decide you want to sit on your couch and tell everybody that society doesn't like the single man is because he's strong. No, he's not, okay? He's afraid to get back into it because he's had his fucking heart stomped on. It happens. Stop being a bitch about it. Okay? Women know in the moment. Okay? If you get a girl, she treats you like shit. She's always going to treat you like shit. If you are a woman and you get a dude who treats you like shit, you're almost always going to be treated like shit. If you get a dude who doesn't work, you think you get together with him, he knocks you up, somehow he's going to fucking miraculously become this fucking great provider, isn't going to happen. If your fucking girl's a fucking drunk, she's probably always going to be a fucking drunk. Okay? And you people get together, you don't understand. Okay? People do grow apart. Okay? But usually the problem is there's always conflict in the beginning and nobody understands the red flags. For instance, a lot of people say 50% of marriages break up and they're almost always initiated by women. Okay, why? Why? What happened? Are you a fucking man that don't pick up after yourself? Are you a man that expects her to go out and work while you sit home? Or do you expect her to go out and work and you only work 40 hours, okay? So you can sit home and watch football while she takes care of the kids and you expect her to maybe cook you dinner or whatever, or maybe you want her to work the same amount of hours so you can get these cool toys like your side-by-sides or your fucking motorcycle, and then get all pissed off when she leaves you and now you're stuck. Okay, now you're stuck with all this shit that she helped you get, but you didn't want to work anymore, you know? I see that with a lot of men. I also see that men drink a lot of alcohol, and so do women. Okay, think about this for a minute. When they say 50% of marriages fail, okay, it's because of money, they say. Well, I'm going to go one further and say booze has a huge impact on that. Think about it. If you're married and your wife is a married woman and she's going out to the bars with her single friends, let's just say, and they're drinking, not a whole lot good's going to come out of that. Now, let's just say you're a guy and you need to spend time with your boys out in the bar, okay, and you're fucking getting drunk, okay? Probably not a lot of good's going to come out of that, okay? When you're in all these groups and all intermingling and stuff like that, and you're all fucking boozing, okay? Always going to be some issue. I'll bet you, without a shadow of a doubt, that almost every argument, okay, either comes from booze related or ends with booze. How many people have been pissed off? And they go out, they drink. Like somehow, whatever happened at home is going to be fixed in the fucking bar. Okay? I don't know. I guess I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I've seen a lot. I've seen a fucking ton of it. And I don't really see too many people, and that does happen, obviously. I believe most people that do get divorced, they don't look as drinking as being part of that, okay? Well, that's just a fact. You can do the research. I didn't think I had to look for the research, and I did, and I started seeing it, and I already knew it before I even looked at it. These guys also want to push you away from maybe having children, okay? And getting married and having kids. Yeah, that's a bad thing, because women, they can do whatever they want. Well, here's the thing. These guys are pushing you towards like the women push the women today. A lot of these women now are in their 40s. They regret going into corporate America. They regret not having children, okay? They're unhappy, okay? Now, the men out there that are telling you that society's afraid of them because they're because they're alphas now, because you sit home on your couch, you got no fucking friends, you go to the gym, and you're an alpha when you break up with your girlfriend, I guess. I guess that's what I'm saying. The middle-aged and the young. They're alphas, okay? They're alphas because they have no women. They tell women what to do, but they tell women what to do, but they just don't have women, okay? It's like the middle-aged man that wants a 24-year-old, okay, because he's got money. Well, dude, you don't think she's fucking mental? Dating a fucking old man? Okay? Look at the 80-year-old billionaires that got these fucking great-looking women. You think they're attracted to them? No, it's fucking money. And I got to tell you, dude, if you're fucking harking on a girl who's 30 years younger than you, you're probably a creep. Okay? Just saying. But you do you. But you look at the men, okay, and what they're saying, how men now are depressed.